Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Dig.
All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Keenan, are you excited?
Damn, I was hoping for Baltimore.
All right, well, we got a special guest tonight. Kakorya is here. I met her at the MCA holiday party, and she used to live in Florida, and she moved back to St. Louis, and so she's getting back into her acting. Here we got her Facebook pulled up right here. So welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Have you been on a podcast before?
No, this will be my first
time on a podcast. Well, you came to the best place in St. Louis for a podcast.
Definitely a good start.
Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you for having me.
So, kind of tell the audience a little bit about your backstory. So, you grew up in St. Louis, is that right?
I was born in St. Louis, yes. I was raised in Miami, and I've spent the bulk of my time going to school here in St. Louis and returning back to Florida to go to school as well as to live. And so back and forth.
Okay, so you went to school in St. Louis. What was the study? What?
So I am an inner city girl, or an urban. I went to some of the schools in the hood. I went to Cole School on Vendor. I went to Northwest. Back in the day on Riverview, it was Northwest Accelerated Middle School, and then they converted it back to a high school after I graduated. And then I also went to Beaumont, class of 2003.
I heard of Beaumont before, yeah. So
on Natural Bridge.
I'm a Webster guy. Jeez,
this might be shocking to you, but I grew up in the suburbs. That might be a little shocking.
That's okay.
I just grew up in the.
We all live in the suburbs.
Yeah, I've lived in the suburbs in Dublin, Ohio.
Okay.
So I used to live in Columbus.
So you grew up in St. Louis. You went to Florida. Did you go to school down there?
I did go to school. I actually started my elementary school time. I was raised in Florida, in Miami, Dade County, Liberty City.
Okay.
And I actually I did my education 2 or 3 through 12 here. Mm-hmm. I also went to Forest Park regarding my associates, and then I was raised in Miami, so I entered school in Miami, and then I went back to Florida to continue my college degree.
Okay, so then kind of like talk about how you got the acting bug, and then how did you get into like films?
I can't say that I actually ever had it. It was just something natural. Like as a kid, I love the arts. I love drawing on the walls. I love creating mirrors and paintings. I used to love writing short stories, fictional stories, sci-fi, nonfiction stories. I was always creating and writing, songwriting. So it wasn't something that I had to develop. It was something that I just naturally had in me. And so when I got the chance to, later on after college, after my degree, it was something that I decided to pursue. Now, for me, it was short-lived in the beginning because I started, actually, the caregiving part took over. So I've been a caregiver for over a decade.
Okay.
You take care of older people, or what type of people do you take care of?
I actually started with my mother. My mother was a victim of a hit and run.
Oh, damn.
Which left her with a TBI. And so with a sequence of events, that is where the bulk of my time was. In between that, or around that same time, I was also doing contract work. So as a business analyst, I worked, did some contract work and so on. And so, then the pandemic came, and I was like, you know what? I got to follow my heart.
So, was all that, just hard to, kind of pick up and kind of juggle, or you knew exactly how you wanted to go at it one step at a time?
Well, the caregiving part, for me, kind of put everything on hold because no sooner than I got my degree, I actually went to Houston, Texas for a job, and then I had to resign and go back to Florida to take care of my mother or to assess the situation with my mother
Right.
and go from there. So the caregiving aspect was something that I really had to learn on the fly because I was the only caregiver, the only support system for my mother. And so it was like all or nothing. So now that my mother is more stable and she's able to live on her own with some support, but not so much the severity of it compared to in the beginning, I'm getting back.
Getting back. So, what's some of the projects that you've done? You said you produced and you wrote some stuff. Like what?
Well, most of the stuff that I've done has been like inspirational. Like I have a YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is a medley. It's a medley of theater. It's a medley of inspiration. It's cheesy, or you can call it cheesy, but it's my cheesy work of self-expression and using the arts to do that. So inspiration. Example of songwriting is the Let Go. Just it's a medley is the best way I could describe it.
So do you go for the culture of it, or do you go for the style? Like what's kind of catches you to do certain arts?
For me, it's like I love art. I love theater. I love acting. I love being able to inspire. And I believe that you want to grow, you want to evolve your soul or whatever the case. The best way you can use your talent is to uplift other people. And the arts allows me to do that. It allows me to use my strengths of public speaking or being in front of the cameras or songwriting to not only share part of my experience with the viewer or the audience, but also to uplift others,
Right. And then so I think for anyone, you definitely, if it's something that you just picked up all along the way in life and it does kind of improve you a little bit better, some could use it for fun, but you can also use it for a business, type of expectation. So I think for you, you definitely just. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know it was a good speech.
That was good timing on my part. That was kind of good. I did do good.
So, God damn it. So like I was saying, so you just picked it up and did you kind of know where you was going with it, or you just kind of you flow with it?
It was always in me. So it was just however the vibes, frequencies, and vibrations were going to go, I will say that being the caregiver has really helped me to learn a lot of skills when it comes to adopting and patience.
Yeah, I bet patience, yeah.
Big time patience, and being able to not really sweat the small things or the things that are beyond your control. And so
Right.
I will credit that part of my experience in my life in regards to helping me fine tune a lot of my creativity. Because sometimes when you want to create things, you want to create it on the fly and things don't work out and things don't go as planned. So it really does take patience.
Okay, and while he's doing that shit. So, and I think, for just any other actress or entertainer, you definitely want to pace yourself a little bit, because then if you go too high on it, you're going to kind of fall flat. And I think just for anyone else, you're enjoying the life as it is. And, it may not be happening one day, but you want to just see what you can do if something happens and just improve, build, and learn.
I will definitely say that. And then also, for anyone that's inspiring to get into the industry, I will definitely say network, and do understand that everybody will not vibe on the same level. Everybody will not be warming or welcoming. And there will be opportunities that doors won't always open up when you expect them to. Expect projects to be delayed or to be scrapped. So it just kind of depends on your perception and how you view it going in.
Well, we got some samples here on your I got
YouTube.
I got the audio set up, guys. I'm sorry about that, but anyways, a little technical difficulties.
That's okay.
But so What video would you like to show to the audience here? Some kind of things that you did?
We can do the librarian one if you would like.
Which one was the librarian one? I missed it.
It's in there somewhere. Just look at the playlist.
So let's see. Go to all. No,
I want to say the middle one, or is in the?
No, it's not even showing.
Oh, okay.
Don't play all.
No. Oh, sorry. I thought it was the list. So, well, hold on.
This is the first time using a computer.
That's true. That's
Okay, so if you want to hit the back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now scroll down.
Let's see right there. Okay, try that one. At least I have 125 views, and I'm always excited about something.
The one with the books in it.
okay. So, oh God, we got a little advertisement there. Sorry, I don't pay for the YouTube thing. Show's going great so far.
I wish we had our ass on YouTube.
Just going with the flow.
It's one of the top shows so far, folks.
Yeah, you can skip the ad right now.
Oh, thanks for stopping by. How can I help you today? Oh, one moment, please. There's a note. This video is for entertainment purposes and inspiration, and all rights are reserved by me. Now, as you can see from behind me, we must use our inside voices. We're at the library. What can I check out for you? Oh, you don't want that book? Well, I don't know. But I'll tell you what I do know. I'm a librarian, that's what they call me. The pay is like cheese, and the disrespect is freely. I run the work, walk to work, and catch the public bus. But do you think they care about any of that stuff? I'm here in the morning, I'm here till the night. When they close up, I'm here right by your side. I put the books in order and I make sure they're neat. Make sure you can check out and the books are for free. Let you know if there are restrictions to index the books so they can be used. They call me a librarian, it's cheesy too. The pay is like cheese and the disrespect too. But, you know, I got a thing for you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have. The note?
Sorry.
This
I thought
video
that was...
is for entertainment.
Well, I was just showing a
and
clip, guys.
inspiration.
I was just showing a clip. Now,
Dustin, you're grounded.
The video there, I actually seen a video like that before, but it was on a different type of website. That it started exactly the same.
Are you?
But it ended. It was a different site. It started the same, but it ended a little bit differently. I can't really explain how.
Well, hopefully I know what this is
how
like.
it ended, but
I literally did this on the fly, like literally.
So okay. So like I know you say you like in the theater. So like I guess Broadway type of style would count too. That I felt like a Broadway jazzy, like soul jazz feel to that. Yeah. And I appreciate you have like a lot of backdrops because that right there is amazing. How was you able to get that?
I would say tape. Yeah, I did my best in regards to that, but just even playing off any imperfections or the noise or whatever the case, just kind of going with the flow.
I mean, yeah, everyone has a good a freestyle session now and then, and like I said, you definitely had for that one. I think you knew what tone you was going to go for. It's librarian, okay. It could be something just like, hey, everyone likes books, but you put a spin to it.
Yeah,
and you do look good in that little outfit there. I like that.
Thank you very much.
So now I got to start wearing my suits again.
So it looks like some of the other videos are from like you being on an extra on a set and different things. And so actually, these are these like demo reels. So I mean,
so it's a mixture.
Yeah.
So some of them are actually videos that I do for submission for casting calls or projects. Some are what I do in regards to inspiration. So there are examples of some music, samples of messages. And I love to use the arts to be able to express that. So that's why it's called a medley.
So who would you say is like an inspiration to you, whether it's music, whether it's acting, just throughout?
Now, I'm old school.
Same here.
So I grew up on Sade,
Okay.
Kenny G. I grew up on Tevin
Tevin
Campbell. Yeah, it's Campbell, Babyface. So I wouldn't say that only one person really inspired me, but a multitude of brilliant and what I consider humble individuals in the industry was my thing to look up to.
Okay.
And then, so you were talking about advice to people trying to get into the business. So is this kind of like what actors should do is make these types of videos for their YouTube to send to casting agencies? Is that what you're?
Well, it depends. I can't speak for every actor or actress or everyone that's in the industry. I can only speak on my experience. So it is different. People have different approaches and different means or methods. But I will say that if you have never been in the industry and you're actually just trying to come in, networking, whether it's theater events, whether it's film fest, production, casting calls, actors, writers, script writing, get connected with events or networking groups or individuals that are in these fields that you want to partake in.
So I think my inspiration is very, very different from yours. And honestly, I just go for like the comedy. I just go for just charismatic. So like I could say an inspiration to me would be Will Ferrell. I like his style. It's definitely, something straightforward next to Jim Carrey. Also my biggest inspiration, and I might leave a tear here, Dustin Diggs. He inspired me to be what I am today.
I don't think so. I hope not. Please don't say that in public to anybody, because
I know.
they're gonna be like, "Wow." I'm just kidding. Anyways, well, I kind of want to talk about new movies coming out, so we'll get back to your stuff. So,
Sure.
I was very excited to see this week. The new Roadhouse movie.
Oh
is out. Have you seen the trailer?
No, I think I heard about it, but I didn't see it. Mr. Conor McGregor and Jack Gyllenhaal.
We play the audio a little bit, but we can't play too much because we'll get flagged. So,
Oh, haha. Is there a hospital nearby? Is it like too far? About like 25 minutes, I'd say. I just slapped you. Are you alright?
I remember seeing the old Roadhouse. That much.
So I was excited to see it because that's one of my favorite movies. Is we're talking about inspirations. Patrick Swayze. I used to love watching those when I was a kid, the action movies. Now, when you were a kid, what kind of stuff did you like to? What some of the actors that you?
Let me see.
What's some movies that inspired you watching?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja
Turtles.
The first one,
the classic.
the original. That's
Yes.
one of the best
Of
movies.
course.
I would say it's the top 20 best movies ever made.
I was cartoons.
I know
with
that
those.
sounds weird, but it's like the biggest independent film of all time back then. I mean, it was
Everyone loves turtles,
yeah.
man.
So
Power Rangers.
Ooh.
I mean, I've seen so many great movies. I can't name them all.
So
I think the last one, one of the most recent ones I saw was, I believe it was A Silent Killer.
a silent killer,
It was like Silent Killer.
and it's something people can watch it streaming.
Yeah, I actually went to the movies and watched it.
Oh,
I
okay,
believe it was Silent Killer.
okay.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one yet.
But the Power Rangers I can definitely get behind on.
Yeah, so some other ones in the 80s that you watch. Well, you were born in 92, so
I've seen VAs. Well, this is the 70s, but The Warriors was one of them. I only saw that like once. Another big one that I did like was Glory with Matthew Broderick and Morgan Freeman. That was really good. And I guess the Transformers, the animated movie.
I used to like the first Karate Kid and The Outsiders. Those movies.
Oh, that was good.
I think this was, I would say this probably was before my time, but 16 Candles was a classic.
I heard that movie. I haven't
I was
seen it. though.
right at your time. That's when that movie came out. Because she told me what year she was born. So we won't say on the the podcast here, but
We're all young and
that
beautiful.
was So that was a good one. 16
Yes,
Candles. Any John Hughes films.
Gemini. I believe it's Gemini with Will Smith.
And
Oh, where he meets his
Gemini.
younger self. Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Avenue.
Exceptionally, really good.
Like, was it good as far as story? It was just, good for what it was.
The whole storyline was awesome.
Because what was the one he had with his son in it? Planet Earth, I
It
think.
was something. Battle Earth or something.
Something
Yeah,
Earth.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's coming. iRobot 2 is coming out. I thought that was something I saw.
No
but
way.
Not iRobot. No. I Am Legend 2 or something.
Oh, yeah, Michael B. Jordan's supposed to be playing that
Yeah.
character.
It's supposedly
And of course, Black Panther.
Ooh.
I love that movie.
Both of them?
I saw both of them. I saw the first one 3 times back to back.
Did you cry at both of them, or did you cry at one of them?
I can't remember.
That was probably one of the best of their. What was it?
MCU.
It's called phases though. So
Like
the
Phase 2, Phase 3, I believe.
phase 2 or whatever. But they're really, in my opinion, with Marvel, it's kind of really gone downhill after the Avengers Endgame. I just like it doesn't seem like it's all. I don't know.
They're trying to make it new.
It just seems different. Like all of them. I don't know. It doesn't seem as good. So, but I did like Black Panther though.
That was definitely great.
Yeah,
I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I will admit I did cry, like at one scene. You know exactly what I'm getting at. I was like, okay, it was beautiful how they did that. But yeah, Marvel. It's
what movies makes Keenan cry?
Hardball did the first time with Keanu Reeves. He's like he's being a coach to these kids in a rough neighborhood, and one scene there, if you've seen, you know what I'm talking about, is that one scene that makes everyone cry and they ball out. I don't want to spoil it. Unless y'all want me to.
Yeah, go for it, Keenan.
Have y'all seen Hardball?
Can you
Yes or
act
no?
it out for us?
I don't know if I can. There's a lot of action in there. But it was a scene. It was one sad scene throughout the movie. It was good, but like the kids had to go home, and they go in this building, and these guys tell them like they can't go in yet. So they go around the corner. These guys storm out, and the other guys like just shooting up a car. And then one of the guys in the car gets out a shotgun. He shoots at the gang members like about a few times, and one of the stray bullets kills a kid. The other kid survived, but the other one, he got killed, and it was a sad scene. The funeral scene after that, and Keanu Reeves had a talk. So it was a big sad movie at the time.
Well, I was going to watch that movie tonight, but now I don't have to because you told me.
Oh no, you're going to watch it. No, you're going to watch it.
So I appreciate that.
You're going to watch that.
You saved me. So. What's some of the movies that you'll watch? You said you watched Black Panther 3 times. What's some movies that you watched like all the time?
I won't say all the time, but when I do watch movies, let me go back. I remember. I believe it's called Adrift.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really good. I want to say the other movie was called Firewall.
I feel like I heard that.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I believe the other one was called 1918.
Is that a war movie, I think?
Oh, 1917, yeah.
19. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see what else. Silent Killer.
Man, they're all over the place. So you got all kinds of.
Okay, Death Pool.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Oh, that was definitely funny.
What do you call it? Hot Tub Time Machine.
Only saw the first
Well,
one.
the first one was good, yeah.
The first and second one.
Yeah, the second one's kind of like.
There's some humor
They
in it.
tried.
Yeah. What type of comedy, like your all-time favorite comedy would be? Keenan, while you're thinking, Keenan, what's your all-time favorite comedy?
See, I got too much.
Mine's easy. It's Kingpin, and then Tommy Boy and.
See, if I had to go really with like different eras, if anything, I'll probably say scary movies, or I could say like date movie. Another one's I just said it, Blazing Saddles.
Well, Blazing Saddles, they might not be able to play on TV
Now, but yeah, but that was fun. It was
I would
funny
have
though.
to say, and not going in any particular order, Soul Plane,
Okay,
31st Dates.
51st. You mean 51st?
51st Dates, excuse
Yeah,
me, with
yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Well, only the first 31 were good. But yeah, up the dates they had. So, anyways, what else? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fuck your.
Oh,
I didn't mean to fuck your list up. Sorry.
Let's see what else. Well, I wouldn't consider Enchantra to be
The one with the princess in the real world or something.
no, I've thought it. I didn't think it was much comedy more than romantic fairy tale.
Oh, okay.
Enchanko, it's like a Spanish Disney animation.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of it. I never watched it.
That was pretty good, but again, of course, it was an animation. Oh my god, Romeo Must Die is a classic, but again, that's romance, you know.
It got her days. I think the biggest comedy was Godzilla in '97.
Godzilla '97.
Mm-hmm. With Matthew Broderick. I thought that was the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
I was. We were talking about the worst actors list the other day. I said the girl from the 50 Shades of Grey. She's horrible.
Kristen Stewart? No.
Well, she's horrible too. But yeah. No.
The same girl was on Twilight.
Dakota Johnson.
Oh,
she's horrible. Yeah.
Well, okay.
It's horrible. She's like the worst. It's nepotism. Like her. Yeah. Should. Anyways. So. Anyway, so I was looking at the list of the top actors list. So I Googled it. So we can kind of debate and talk about the list here. So if I was going to put my top list of actors, top 5, pretty much this they're on this list here. So I would say
He's a good start for the top.
Daniel Day-Lewis is my number 1, and then an underrated actor is Philip Seymour Hoffman. Very underrated. That's probably like my 2. He's God rest his soul. And like Woody Harrelson's the other one that should be on that list. I think is like the range on Woody Harrelson is amazing. So, what do you think about the list? What would your list be, Keenan?
See, we had to go with just a good wide range. Again, Will Ferrell at least. Now I think about it, John Witherspoon, because he definitely plays like his own self, no matter what, whether it be Friday or just be the Wayans Brothers like productions. I do like Morgan Freeman. He's up there. One in particular, damn it, Danny Glover, and give me I cannot think of a fifth. I want to say Tom Hanks, but he's
Man, you're just like
there.
searching for our.
I got a good list.
You're like the guy that got the hot dog in that one movie. He
God damn it. That's my 4 for now.
Okay. What's your top list here? Then we'll
I don't say I have a particular top list, but I do love Anthony Hopkins. He as an actor,
yes.
and he actually has a movie that is coming out. Denzel Washington is awesome, especially in Equalizer.
Yes.
One,
what's
two.
a
Never
bad
seen the second one,
okay?
third
What's
one.
a bad Denzel Washington movie?
I actually don't know one.
Ooh.
I don't know one. I mean, I don't know one.
He's been in a lot of movies, though.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans was good.
Well, Training Day.
I don't
Really?
consider that bad.
Really?
No, I didn't say it was bad.
You just something you hated.
No, I said that's like one of his best films is Training Day. I'm sorry.
I thought a lot of people like that movie.
Yeah.
Or X.
Yeah. Now, when you get into acting, are you a type of person that gets into character and kind of like wants to like? What type of acting style? When you come up with your characters, do you?
It really does depend on what's being permitted in the project. For example, you take some roles and you are able to be more expressive with them, with that character, and kind of tweak it and make it your own just a little bit. And then some projects are very rigid and you don't deviate from that. So for me, I love both of them. I love the fact that I can bring a little bit of diversity to a character. And I love it as well where you can completely immerse yourself in that character. Because at the end of the day, as an actor or actress, you're bringing that persona to life. You're bringing that person's story. You're bringing their existence to life. So there is a lot of beauty in being able to do that.
Yeah, my process is I try to figure out the way the character walks, and once I can figure out the way that person walks, I start building from there, and also finding the right type of outfit. If I don't have the right type of outfit on, it's hard for me to kind of find that character. Like I can't just like do an impression of some character I played right now because I'm not like in those clothes. So that's a big thing for me is the costume.
So you go for like appearance and characteristics.
Yeah, I gotta like feel different than myself. I have to define to kind of step out of myself and play some kind of. And I'm not the greatest actor.
I think
only been in a few
the
things.
best, also, I would say one of the best ways is, do you energy wise, vibration wise, do you connect with that character? Can you, is there any part of yourself that can relate to telling that story regarding that character? Because that makes it easy to bring that character to life and to step into those shoes instead of trying to mimic something or, engulf yourself into a character that you can't relate to. It's one thing to study the character or the background of the character. It's another thing when you have something that connects you to that character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 'cause my energy's way too high for anything at this point. Because I know, because I think same way with him. You give me a character, I can just look at it and see the description, so I can think, okay. For one, with you, I know it's wardrobe and walk. For me, I always think of like vocal range. If it's something that I haven't done, okay, I can just practice that. Also, like appearance as well. Also, I just got to like really. Again, like everyone else would too, you got to get out of I'm not Keenan Sargent, I'm that character. So it's a process, but we all get there.
I don't have to be in that character 24/7 or whatever. I think that's kind of weird when actors are really.
So you think like Jim Carrey is like the same way?
Well, I think there's different degrees of being method. Like some people are like that person the whole entire time, even in between takes and like when they arrive on set or maybe even when they go home. I'm not sure, but there's other things that like when what's that movie with? Oh God, it was about the room.
Tom Wiseau,
disaster artist.
Tommy Wiseau.
Right. So when the guy that was playing him, he was directing the movie too, but he kept that accent the whole time, even when he was directing. But he was still like he wasn't
I haven't seen
like
the movie yet.
he wasn't that character when he was directing. He was just like he kept the accent, so he wouldn't like lose the accent.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see that if I was doing some kind of accent to like do it all day, so you don't like fucking go in and out of it. But to be like that character when I'm going to go to lunch and go eat or whatever, go order my McDonald's, I think that'd be kind of weird. But that's just me though.
But then like okay, so like and I want you to jump into this too. So like let's say Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, what's another one? It's the head of my head. I could probably say like Tom Hanks too, but like those guys, they're distinguished because of their voice and how they really look. So I mean, do they play their character the same way, or they actually put a little bit different to it? Yeah,
I can tell when Kevin Costner's leaving Yellowstone, which is a great show by the way if people watch, but I can kind of get it though, because if I had to play a character for a long time, if you had to play the same character, Ross from Friends, like for 12 years or whatever, and that wasn't you or whatever, wouldn't that be? I don't know.
It sticks with you.
It would just get boring. I don't know, right?
So like,
I would say it depends. It depends on the individual.
Yeah.
So like for you, like what would be like a trait if you want to get cast? Like what would be like one of your favorite traits to be when it comes to like character casting?
I would probably say like a detective.
Okay, so you want to be serious.
Kind of like I'm a mixture. I'm a medley. I love humor. I love sci-fi. So we could talk about gods and
Star Wars
and mythology and all of that beautiful star stuff. But I would say it's a mixture. I could be serious. I could be playful. Hell, I could be the high school nerd. Okay. You know,
Same.
it just varies.
And speaking of Star Wars, I know someone that really hates Star Wars, and I'm kind of disappointed in that.
Well, we talk about this on the podcast all the time. I like Star Wars. I like it. But the people that, when you go to those cons and you see all those people that are like religious about it, they ruin the movie for me. 'Cause it's not that, it's cool, but it's not that fucking cool that you have to like, you know, that's it. I'm not going to decorate my car, my wall, and everything with a movie. That's just me.
You can if you want
Just
to.
me.
Though.
You know, maybe a couple, a variety of movies, but not just one movie. That's just me. That's just my own opinion.
So, but if it was a turtle, it'd probably, like a Ninja Turtle, it'd probably be different.
Well, I would have maybe a Ninja Turtle poster, but I'm not going to have Ninja Turtle underwear and fucking socks and everything else. I mean, that's just.
So what are you trying to say about me then?
Well, I mean, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I'm insulted. I'm going home. I'm going home.
But anyways, so you come on the show for networking, and we talked about the network and stuff. So what's some people in St. Louis that you've worked with in St. Louis that you highly recommend people out here watching? Because we have people that are kind of like.
I haven't worked with one particular person. I belong to a networking group in Chicago. I belong to networking groups in Atlanta, and I belong to a networking group here in St. Louis.
Okay.
What's the networking group? The MCA? Is that what the
MCA is, yes, is in St. Louis. I'm also a part of the Shut Up and Write group on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. How's that group?
I'm just getting into it, so I'm excited to see what comes.
Okay, but have you done any projects in St. Louis that's coming out or anything like that?
Nothing recently in St. Louis, no.
Okay. What's something you've worked with like in the past from St. Louis?
I was involved in Cronies.
I've heard of that. I didn't. Yeah.
Sound familiar.
Be Positive was a short comedy.
Heard of that one too.
And I was a part of the train going to Kansas.
I heard that one. I forgot when that was premiered. That was like a while back, I think.
Well, yes.
Yeah. What was some of the directors you worked with in St. Louis, and see if they're still doing it?
I know
it's a short little pond here of people. By the way,
you know what? I have the names in my head.
Okay.
I do know that one, as far as I understand, one moved to California. So I don't know if they're here in St. Louis since I've lost touch. But
I guess that way.
Yeah.
But okay.
But hopefully I'll get the chance to reconnect with them.
Well, there's been a lot of great projects in the last couple of years. We did the Moen Fest. We host a film festival, and actually, well, you're the host of it. But there's a lot of great films being made in St. Louis, especially now that the COVID and everything is over with, and so
Now here's a big question, and I want to hear your answer as well. So, what is a movie or a show that you would direct, but you can either remaster it, change it up, or recast it?
Ghost.
Ghost?
Ghost.
Really?
All right, who would you cast in Ghost? Who would you cast in Ghost? Who would you cast in Ghost?
No, Ghost is a classic. Okay.
No, I love it. I love Ghost.
I love Ghost.
I love Patrick Swayze. I said that earlier. Yeah.
I just think that towards the end, I kind of would have put a little bit of a spin on it.
What would be the spin?
Now, maybe this is a little sci-fi or something, but instead of having the good guy, get killed and not cross over, and then have the crooked friend, try to go after his girlfriend for what he believes, she's holding, which is all the money or the money that he killed for. I would have had him, soul swipe, honestly, and I can't think of his name. I can only see his beautiful face.
Oh, Patrick Swayze?
Face. Yes.
Swayze, yeah.
So I would have had Patrick walking in. I mean, I would have had the friend's soul ripped out. Okay, let the Reaper come and rip out his soul, and let Patrick walk in and live the remaining of his life. You know,
Well,
I said a twist.
That's a good twist.
I like
That's a good
that.
twist. But that one gave the ending though of like you know.
It was geared towards the ending. You know, towards the ending.
I do think you know I like we watched the Roadhouse thing earlier. I don't think it looks as good as the original, and so it does look kind of cheesy. The Roadhouse movie. I would go see a Ghost remake though. I would go see that. Yeah. I mean, I think what made that movie Ghost is Whoopi Goldberg was amazing.
Comedy.
Yeah, I don't think she could come back now and do it.
She probably can.
She
AI.
well, no, I mean she's still
CGI.
alive. She's still alive. I just
CGI.
say she doesn't really do. I don't know, but that would be a good remake. What remake would you do, Keenan?
See, if I had to go, and I have to go to a good movie too. Give me either between Angels in the Outfield or Angels in the End Zone.
How about Air Bud? You want to redo Air Bud?
No, no.
What kind of
What?
fucking movies were those, Keenan?
Wow, Angels in the Outfield, really? That was like a 93.
Angels in the Infield? What's that?
Outfield.
Straight to VHS? What the hell was that?
Okay,
That was a classic.
okay. You know, you're insulting me right now. Wait till it's over,
I
y'all.
mean,
So
Angels in the Outfield? Yeah, okay.
that's a good ass movie. That's like one of my favorite ones. Angels in the End Zone was just straight to TV, and then shut up. Hey, all right. Angels in the End Zone was straight to TV, but there was an Angels in the Infield with Patrick Warburton and God damn it, in Living Color, Dave Allen Greer, and
Well, Dave Allen Greer is good, yeah.
he's good. He's never good. But no, Angels in the Outfield, I like the cast in there. Good story. If it had to, I'll probably go with End Zone because it was just a high school version of it. But I'll keep Christopher Lloyd, but I'll probably change the cast up a little bit. And of course, 90s movies, the evolution of like kid actors, you know, that was kind of a thing. But I'll tweak it a little bit, you know. I'll make more some dramatic feel in it. Other than that, that's like the only movie by far.
I would like them to remake Masters of the Universe He-Man. I would love them to remake that one.
With Dolph Lundgren?
Masters of the Universe. If they could remake that one. Or a Voltron movie. When are we going to see the Voltron movie?
Now, who would you have as a cast then?
As He-Man now? If I had to cast He-Man now, that'd be a hard one. Probably maybe The Rock. You'd have to do like The Rock or...
Let him go.
what's the guy? Roman Reigns would be a good fucking He-Man.
No, he's better. You might as well place him with Jason Momoa. For
Yeah,
Aquaman.
Jason Momoa would be a good. That's a good one. Good.
So that's gonna be two
he'd be a
two
good
main
He-Man.
characters.
He'd be a good He-Man. Yeah, I think that'd be a good He-Man. Right? Don't you agree over here? What?
I would have to let the audience take a vote.
Yeah.
The Master of the Universe, it was okay. I mean, the cartoon was always great, but like the movie,
Well, the movie didn't have much of a budget, so they had to like go to Earth because they couldn't film it all like with the they didn't have money for sets. They could only build one set, and they filmed the other scene out in the desert or whatever. So they had no money, a budget. So that's why they had them go to Earth, and that's why it was.
wasn't there like another movie kind of like that, like low budget movies. But I mean,
Yeah.
you look at Napoleon
Like
Dynamite. That was like a low tier. That was a low budget movie. It still made fucking like box office hits.
You know, it's a good movie. I wish I could find. Garbage Pail Kids. I have not seen that movie in a long time. That movie was like big in the 80s. I don't even think they have it on streaming, but that'd be a good movie.
I think I remember that one.
So, did you ever collect Garbage Pail Kids when you were a kid? No,
You said Garbage Pail? Or
kids. Yeah, the
It's
little
like a card
the
game.
little card games.
Oh no.
What did you collect when you were a kid?
If it was card games, I would say Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Ooh, you got like a geek, like something in you.
I was totally a nerd and a geek, okay? I was totally
Welcome to the club.
elementary, middle, high school. Definitely.
See, I might beat you that one. Even though I had my friends with Pokemon, I was a little bit too, but I would fall more with Digimon. And I should have worn that belt today.
What's those little things they had when we were kids? It was like a little
Crazy Bones?
egg. It was like a little egg thing, and you'd have to.
Trolls?
I don't know, it was like a
uh,
little electronic egg thing, and then
Oh,
like,
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, okay.
My cousin had one. I know I got a Gigapet, but it doesn't haven't used it yet. I mean, those were cool. I know my cousin had a Furby, Which if they made a movie about that, it'd either be scary or just be like really weird, awkward like illustration.
I could see the possibility of creating that for a comedy horror. Okay.
So Gremlins, but just redone.
That'd be good. Yeah, because did you see the remake? They make Winnie the Pooh now. It's a horror movie.
That's like a fan. I think it's a fan film. I thought.
Well, the licensing, because it's the copyright thing. Now it's open public or whatever. So now they're making all these like children movies, like horror movies now.
I know on Facebook, I forgot who did it, but it was like all these like board games, like Shoots and Ladders, Hunger Games, Hippo, and they gave it like a horror like poster look. My favorite one was it wasn't Operation. It was Hungry. No, it was Shoots and Ladders. It was just slides with like saws on them. I'm like,
well, they went through a little phase where they made the Battleship game. Remember that?
Oh yeah, Rihanna.
Yeah, and then I think they had stuff to do a game for Life. They were going to do a movie of Life or whatever, and then they were going to do another movie like all the Hasbro games. They're going to do all of them.
Now, if I direct this, I know I can make a skit about it, and it can be so easy. I would like you to be in this. I want to make a comedy drama skit, if that's everything, of Operation. Like the Operation in the game.
That could be funny.
Now, is that a thing, comedy drama, or no?
It depends on how you write it. Yeah, I could see that.
Because the way it is, like, yeah, like let's say we're all doctors and we're trying to give surgery to this patient could be dead, but like when we take out things, it's like how Operation is. Okay, give me the wishbone, give me the bucket, give me the pencil in the knees or whatever, like stuff like that, and then it ends so weird. And the sequel of this, it'd be like an end credit scene. It's like, okay, it's time to go to Plan B. We need to give him the Richter set. And he'd be just like a mechanical. It's just something like that. It's just stupid, but it's funny.
Okay, a board game that you'd have to make it into a movie. Okay, so you would be Operation. What would,
Monopoly.
Monopoly would be a good one.
Or Sorry would be a good one too. Monopoly and Sorry.
I'm trying to think how Sorry worked though.
I could see them doing
What?
Well, I'm thinking how it.
Remember the little.
Yeah, I mean I know the game, but like how would that work for a movie? I'm just curious.
Well, let me think about this way. Okay, so I guess we can do it as an animation or in a human form. So if we did the animation, it could work similar to how it is, except for the pieces would come to life. This is
the game of Sorry. It starts off. It's in the ghetto, and then this woman that has 6 kids. She has to get them home, so she has to get them from the grocery store all the way back home, and so she has to take them down the sidewalk, and she has all these obstacles that she has to get through. People are fucking stepping on her kids, but she has to do what she has to do to get her kids home, and that is the movie Sorry.
Man, that's a violent turn.
She runs into some gangbangers. She runs into some drug dealers. The kids get influenced, and they got to step back in life, so they have to go back in life a little bit.
Oh no. You want to do a twist to that. Instead of using the kids in the ghetto part, let's talk about Rush Hour Traffic, okay?
Yes. Oh, the game. Ooh.
Yes.
That would be good.
So that's the movie called Frogger. I think you know.
No, but Rush Hour and Frogger at the same time, that'd be great. Rush Hour is a good game too, by the way.
See, so you can make a movie about anything.
Well, see, Monopoly, I can see that being a movie. That could be easy. It could be like an empire that takes over properties, and if people can't do anything about it, then they get fucked over.
Yeah, if you don't want to wait for that movie, you can watch Succession on HBO or Billions. It's on Showtime. It's the same fucking movie. So yes.
The only difference is how you put the twist on something that exists, which has been done over and over and over. I mean, you have movies with similarities, but just different storylines or people or places, and just a plot twist difference.
Wait a minute. Now, back to Sorry. So, like, would the characters have like color coordinated clothing? Like, one could be a green jersey, a green stripe.
We're talking. They're wearing their colors. Yeah,
red, blue, yellow.
Yeah. A yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah. Like, okay, the yellow jumpsuit could be a person trying to get to the gym, okay?
And they get stepped on, so he has to go back.
You're speeding through traffic trying to get to the gym, but the lights are holding you up. And then you're going 50 down the road in a 25-mile-an-hour lane.
Oh, that's fine.
And then all of a sudden, the lights are just not your friends. And then here you go, zoom, and then the car that you
I'm
passed,
starting to like this movie. I'm starting to like
See?
it.
the car that you passed like 5 minutes ago is right there beside you at the same light. The humor of it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
See, we need to get scripts. Okay, Jenga, a construction site. Oh, we need more beams. Here, take this one.
That could
and
be
then
one,
keep
too.
going, and then it's gonna be like they try so hard to kind of keep going because they want to make it look good, and then they realize, okay, if we move that one, it's gonna fall.
You could make a YouTube channel that you just make fake trailers to all these board games and stuff, and it would probably.
Oh,
be
there's someone that does that already.
Yeah, so I think the big phase right now with movies is they're doing all these video game, like Halo's coming out, and they just did that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Like Sonic was good.
Yeah,
That was
so
a classic.
Sonic was beautiful.
Yeah.
Mario movie was
Right.
fucking beautiful.
I think that's like the money maker that they're trying to do right now is do video game movies. So what video game that hasn't been done yet would Keenan do?
Damn, because I already did Mario. It was beautiful. Give me. Okay, I don't know how they can actually pull this off, but I would like to see Bomberman or Snowboard Kids as a movie. Bomberman, favorite gaming character. Not my favorite game, but favorite gaming character. Snowboard Kids, it could be simple.
Okay, what?
I guess for me, okay, I'm probably gonna mispronounce this, but Zolar,
Zelda.
excuse me.
Oh, Zelda. Yeah, I don't know.
I like to say it like
Well,
Zoltar.
I know
I'm like,
they haven't butchered Zelda yet. I mean, they butchered all the other classics, so yeah.
so we already got like Sonic and Mario for
Yeah,
video
I would,
games. So
I would
like,
like to see a Zelda. That would
now
be
like
good.
live action or animated.
That's
I would say
action.
live action.
Live action.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that'd be,
hang on, because we already got Mario's animated, and then it was what it was back in the day, which I understand. But there's a thing where I'll be damned if it's fake or real, but they want to try to make a lot more Nintendo movies throughout the years. So then later down the line, if it comes down to it, we're going to have a whole giant Smash Brothers movie, which I would like to invest in that.
okay. I liked Wreck-It Ralph. That was a good one.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Someone had a handheld game. I want to
was
get that now.
Probably one of my favorite animated films. And Ready Player One.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That
I
was
was
a
cried.
great. Yeah, too bad. Hopefully, I don't know. They probably can't make a sequel to that, but that was pretty good. I thought that was a good one.
Now, what do you think? Now, have you seen the Barbie movie? Anybody?
I haven't seen the Barbie movie yet, but my friend Michael has, and he said he liked it. And Mike doesn't like much.
I give it an 8.
An 8?
I give it an 8. There was one thing, like, I'm not saying about it, but yeah, I seen Transformers. I seen a lot of Twilight movies, maybe even G.I. Joe. But like with this one, I just wanted to see how they really went out with this movie. And if it's one thing I can kind of understand, and I would definitely give them credit, self-awareness. They know what they are. They know what they're not. They're in that type of world. I was like, cool. I was fine with it. I was okay with it. I wish I would have bought that popcorn bucket.
Well, I heard that the movie, this is what I heard on the internet today, their development, Ken, they're going to make a spinoff of Ken. So I don't know how the movie ended, but they're going to be making
It
a
was
Ken
beautiful.
movie. So
It was definitely beautiful.
what would you want to, if you could play any character in the world, live or dead, who would you?
Does it have to be human or
It can be
Anything.
whatever you want.
You can say Smurf.
no? Little green army men, soldiers.
I was just thinking that already.
Man, you and Keenan.
I was just thinking
you
that.
guys are,
Wait, are they going to be like walking like that or like just
Oh, like like
with like the little boards on their feet?
well, here, can we just do it? Here,
Army
do it.
green
Stand up and do a little
man.
army. If you're playing Army Man, Keenan, let's see what it looks like on
So-
camera.
That to be in position?
yeah.
Okay, so like, if y'all never seen the toy and they go like that. Can it be something
I
like
just thought of a funny skit. We dress up as fucking army people and we walk through a fucking Walmart like that. Would that not be fucking funny?
I gotta get the milk. Yeah, I gotta get the raisins.
Oh man, usually Keenan walks like that after a Friday night. I don't know. I don't know what he, Saturday morning. It's Keenan's.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what he was doing Friday night, but that's the way he was walking the next day. I don't know.
My inspiration for that was because when I was younger, when I was a kid,
Toys R Us or Toy Story.
I was not big on Barbie. Okay,
Okay.
I think Barbie is awesome, and I used to have Barbie dolls. But my thing was the little green army man.
Yeah, I think I had a few of those. I think I know there was the ones now they have like both green and like sand color, like tan, whatever. And I don't know how I just thought of that because they had, I don't know if we played it, but the Green Army Man game for like the N64 and the PlayStation, that was actually a fun game too. But no, like, so like, would they be walking like that or like just?
I mean, they I would say yes, but they also didn't. They had them when they weren't on the board too.
All right, well, here, I'm gonna set the scene up for you because you're gonna play Army Man, Army Lady. You're Army Lady 2, and you're gonna Army Man 3.
8.
That's fine. 8. And so a bomb just went off. You just came back in the tent. You got injured. Your knee is hurting. She has to talk to you, the paramedic. So that's the set of the scene. And go, Keenan.
My knee. Nurse, can you fix me up real quick?
Where's your rifle?
It's right here.
Then put it under your foot and lift it up.
I can't move. I'm set like this. I don't even know how I lay down here. That's even crazier. Wait, is this a comedy or a drama? I need to know my self-awareness here. Ma'am, I can't put down my gun. I can't move my hands. I need help, please. I hate to die. Plastic.
Oh my God. The Academy Award goes to. All right. That was great. That was a great idea I had right there. Use that one again.
And if we have like the tanks, like the treads don't turn, it's just the wheels under it.
So we got 3 minutes left in the podcast here. Talk about so if somebody's watching and they're a director, so you do acting, modeling, what's some other things?
Script writing.
Script writing. Okay. So if somebody is interested, what kind of scripts are you looking to help out with? Like just commercial stuff, or is it?
It could be commercial. It could be songwriting. It could be short scripts. It could be feature film. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. And so just find you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I was just thinking of the Green Army walk.
well, do it again first. So there you go.
In the right place. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, man. That would be a funny skit. We just dress up as an army man, and then we have to walk through a mall or whatever.
I got a helmet.
Malls exist anymore, but yeah.
I only got one helmet and a few green things, so let's make it work.
That'd be funny.
We could definitely, even if we have to spray paint olive green, okay?
All right.
If you guys get the costumes, I'll film it or act in it or whatever I got to do. I don't look much like an army guy though, but
no, you can't. You can be like the veteran, like that survived throughout the years.
Somebody should be like one army guy that got burnt by like Andy or whatever. It's like so.
No, he got stepped on.
Half of them is melted.
Oh no, that was Sid. That was Sid. That was the neighbor.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, Combat Carl.
Yeah, Combat Carl.
There's a stick of dynamite just bam.
Well, thank you for coming on the podcast. How was your first podcast ever? Was this?
It was a very pleasant experience.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on and talking. Check out the Daily Dirt. Actually, we're coming back on tonight at 8:30. We got John Harden going to come in, the Hood Fairy. And then I got a special guest next weekend, but then starting up in probably March, this is going to go back to an everyday kind of thing here at the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Check out the website, theartistunitednetwork.com. Like us on YouTube and Facebook, and we will see you guys again later. And we're out.